Now we have a signature ring which has this awesome golden spiral around the outside, and our signature text on the inside, and our signature logo on the opposite side of the text. If you've come this far, you've really developed some handy skills in Shapr3D. In this video, we'll create a wave profile along these two sides of the ring. That way the text and the logo will be on the thicker ends of the wave. And for that we need to draw a couple of shapes that are 90 degrees to the axis of our signature text and logo. To do this, we'll need to add what's called a construction plane. These can be super handy when placing sketches in specific locations. Under the Add menu, there's an option for adding a construction plane. When you click on it, there are several options. And we're going to select On a Curve, Add a Point. But before we do that, we need to specify a point, because when placing a plane on this ring curve, we want to be really specific about it. Now if I go ahead and just select the top curve of the ring, you can see that the plane is aligned directly on the x-axis. And that's very handy. We could have also drawn a line from the center of our ring to create a known point. Let's quickly cancel this and show you how that works. Hover over the top of the ring and press the spacebar. The top surface becomes the active sketching plane. Notice how the center of the circle is shown and the grid appears at the top of the ring. I can draw a line from the center of the circle along the x-axis. The line runs along the x-axis and snaps to the intersection of the circle. Now let's add that plane again. Select the top edge of the top surface of the ring, and notice how the plane lands directly on the endpoint of the line we just drew. Okay, so that's good. Click Done. A plane is an object that you'll find in the Items panel. Notice you can see it here. Click on it and then use the rotation tools to rotate it 90 degrees. The plane is now at 90 degrees to the axis of the signature of the text and logos, or maybe parallel depending on which way you're looking at it. It's also at a tangent to the edge of the ring. Now when I hover over the plane and press the spacebar, the plane forms the active sketching plane. See how the grid aligns to the plane. Before I go any further, I also want to add another plane called a midplane. I'll select the top face and the bottom face of the ring. There is now a plane dividing the ring in half, and this will become important later. I'll rename it first and then hide it away for now. I need to draw on this plane now, so I'll hover over it and press the spacebar. I'm now going to select the Ellipse tool. Starting at the center of this plane, drag out well beyond the edge of the ring and click. Then as you drag in the other direction, the other dimension of the ellipse becomes visible. I'll adjust the ellipse so that it has some curvature to it. I'll rename that sketch to Ellipse. Exit the sketch and then extrude the sketch across the ring and watch what happens. The ring is cut away because the default option of the extrude is set to subtract. Now let's unhide the ellipse sketch again. Now let's unhide the midplane. From the Transform menu, select Mirror. I'll select the ellipse to mirror. Now click the midplane. Then click Done. I can now extrude the lower ellipse through the ring and it will be completely symmetrical to the extrusion that I created on the top of the ring. And there we have a ring with a wave pattern. To finish it off, I'll fillet these edges to make a nice smooth rounded edge. And since the wall has a thickness of 2 mm, a 1 mm fillet on each side will give a nice round edge. In the next video, we'll take another look at these ellipses and see how we can adjust the wave pattern simply by moving these ellipses around. It's very cool, so make sure you check that out. And if you found this video helpful, then hit the like button, leave a comment or question, and consider subscribing for more tutorials like this one. And we'll see you next time.